All right, and we are live. All right, welcome to the Orland Town Council meeting of July 13th already, 2026. And we are live streaming for all of our residents and friends that can't attend. So the meeting's been called to order, and so roll call is Robin, I'm here. Chris is here. Zeb Schutte is absent. April Sanders is present, and our attorney Kevin Bruns is absent, but not invited. So we have several normal areas of business that we would handle, but I'd like to jump forward. Is that okay to our friends that want to speak tonight? We have two that I know of. Mr. Clark needs to speak, and then Amelia about the Legion. Do you mind if Amelia goes first?
Ladies are always first.
I knew you would say that. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
So.
I am here on behalf of the Legion asking if you guys will grant our noise permit for our special event. On Friday night at the Legion, at our block party, we will be having a 21 and above event. We will have a mechanical bull and a live band outside. We will also have private security for this special event. So our mechanical bull is from 6:30 until 10, and our band plays from 7 to 10. So our private security will be from 6 to 11. And that's Jackson. We are having Jackson. We are hiring him on the side as our private security for that event. And that's what our special noise permit is for. We are also asking for permit for fireworks on Saturday night, the 2nd. Saturday is our family day, so we will have events all day long starting at 11. We will have a co-ed softball tournament. We will have food vendors down there. We will have inflatables for kids. We will have Mr. Foam for kids. We will have face painting. We will have live music all day long. And then at the end of the night, we will have fireworks. So depending on where we're at with sunset, we have asked for our permit to be anywhere from like 9 to midnight, just so that we cover that block for fireworks, noise, all of that stuff. And did you get the maps, April, that I sent you or no? I have a map with so you can see where.
I did not see that before I came. But thank you for printing them out.
Yeah, let me see if I can find them.
Oh no, wait. Yes, I did. I printed it. Yes, I printed.
Do you have those?
It's in their packet.
Okay, so in your packet, you'll see that we're gonna set off the fireworks on the west side of the baseball field, farther out. That area will be roped off, and our patrons will be able to sit up closer to the building. And we also, last year we did rope off from the dugouts back so that there's a good empty space. Fire department will be on site for fireworks. And I have a copy of our liability waiver that we are having. Anybody who is a part of any of our activities will sign these at our event. Whether it be softball, the mechanical bull, anybody who's setting off our fireworks, all of that. If you guys would like a copy of our liability forms also.
So just for context, Amelia, sorry, that's your daughter's name. Amelia contacted me. We recently amended the noise ordinance. It was a noise ordinance that's been in effect since 2000, so the town just amended it. But we did pass a new ordinance about fireworks. And so the noise ordinance had already had language that allowed us to provide a noise permit in the event for special events like what is being performed by the American Legion. And so she has, and in your packets I believe I provided that for you to see, or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Actually, I don't think I printed you guys out.
That's right.
But here is the application for the noise permit. She has provided everything that is requested for the noise permit. So the council would just need to make a motion and approve that.
I mean, thank you. I didn't mean, I know.
Oh,
Thank you. But I do want a copy of the waiver.
yeah.
I'm just curious, that's all. It's not required.
But before the
Thank you.
town, were to approve, any kind of a firework permit, we would have to, amend the firework ordinance.
Okay.
And then after we adopt, council adopts that, then we can go ahead and, approve their application for the firework permit. So,
So we better move forward with that first.
so you could actually go ahead and you can either do both permits at the same time, or you can go ahead and do the noise permit now and then do the,
Yep, we'll do one at a time. So this is for the fireworks.
correct. And the noise, there's nothing for noise.
Nothing here.
All you're doing is approving for application right there that you can pass to
Okay.
Chris.
I'm sorry, I thought you said we had to amend it. That's the fireworks. that we
The
have to
fireworks
amend.
we have to amend, yes.
Okay. I did. pass that to Chris.
So after the council, were to approve the application, then, I would go ahead and issue them the permit.
Did you have any discussion on that? Do we need a motion, did you say?
Yeah.
Move to accept this permit, Town of Orland Special Event Noise Permit for American Legion 423 from Amelia Dutro for the block party, kickoff party at 6215 North State Road 327, Orland, Indiana, from 6 to 11 p.m. on the 31st July for 100 to 300 people.
You just say so moved.
So moved.
Any further discussion? I second that. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None. Motion passes.
And then I will go ahead and complete the permit and email you that tomorrow.
So we have a motion, or we have a amended and restated ordinance number 2026 for the town of Orland, an ordinance regulating the days and hours when consumer fireworks may be used, ignited, or discharges. So. we need to review it for a while. Okay, so overview. Whereas the citizens of the town of Orland have requested reasonable use of consumer fireworks in and around neighborhoods and populated areas, and the IC Code 2211-1410.5 permits municipalities to adopt fireworks use ordinances regulating when consumer fireworks may be used, ignited, or discharged. We just need to amend the ordinance that we already have. So with the changes included, do I have a motion to adopt this ordinance?
I make a motion to adopt the ordinance number 2026-004.
So the motion should actually say you're making a motion to amend and restate ordinance 2026-004. Because we've already adopted this ordinance, so we actually amended it and
Amend
we're
it.
and
I make a
restating,
motion to amend it and reinstate,
restate.
restate ordinance number 2026-004.
Okay, is there any further discussion on this motion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's been moved and seconded and unanimously accepted. The ayes have it. Are there any nays? No, no one else is here. So now we need another motion to accept this ordinance on the night of introduction.
Waiver of second reading.
And waive the second reading. Thank you.
I make a motion to accept and the ordinance on July 13th, 2026, and waive the second reading.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None opposed. Motion passes. Now.
We can, would council prefer to just do the signing at the end of the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then, since you just passed that amendment and restated the ordinance, it gives the town council the authority to be able to make special exceptions if there are special events and holidays and times by way of a permit. And so the permit has been created and has been filled out by the Orland American Legion by Amelia Vitro, and that is here along with information that she has provided, maps and other information that she's provided tonight. So council will just have to make a motion to accept the application, approve the application, and then that would give us the authority to issue the permit.
I make a motion to accept the application for the American Legion.
For,
For the special event fireworks permit application.
Is that all the language you needed for that?
I guess.
A little bit more?
Yeah. Can you read, just read a little bit more, like maybe just read off the whole title? You make a motion to accept the application.
The special event application, fireworks permit application provided from the American Legion, Post 423.
Okay, that's good.
Second. Oh, is there any other discussion? Okay. I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? No other people to oppose it. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks. Okay, you're next. You're next.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I like to stay. I don't know how much you, board members are aware of the legislation that was passed for volunteer firefighters, automobile and clothing allowance. I've been in discussions quite a bit with April and all the township trustees. Legislation was passed, signed into law July 1st. And it changes a couple of things. One that we were supposed to be doing all along and didn't even know about it, providing funding to firefighters. With that said, the new proposal is that we'll have $250 for clothing, $250 for automobile allowance. And for a total of 500, and that has to be written directly to the firefighter. And we get a roster from the fire department, and that's how that total number will be. For Orland Fire, that equates to $16,000. Fortunately, we can share the cost by the other entities that contract with Orland Fire. Again, I spent quite a bit of time using up April's time talking about how we're gonna go about cost sharing. There's multiple ways it can be done. You can do it by population, you can do it by assessed value, you can do it by runs, you can do it by percent of contract. Basically, that would be how much your contract is, what the total is, and then say, okay, let's pay X percent out of that 500. And that's kind of what I've been pushing for, because it's simplest. To find out what your population is in the areas that the fire department covers is a mess. Assessed value is a mess. There's no easy way of doing up those two. But if you take, and I was talking with, again, I lean on people a lot, just so you guys know that. She does a wonderful job in research, she does a wonderful job in providing good information. But when you take there's Fremont, Orland, Mill Grove Township, and Greenfield Township out of range contract with Orland Fire. And that all totals $287,200. And if you take in Mill Grove Township's contract, we have a contract of $180,000 with them. That equates to 62%, 63 because it's 62.7. That equates to $310 then for each firefighter that would be responsible to provide. When you get to Orland, you have 26,500, which equates to roughly 9%, which is $45 per firefighter. I think when we calculated, was it 1,600 that would be?
I don't remember.
I don't remember
It was
exactly,
I
but
did it so fast.
$45
Yeah.
per firefighter. And this has to be paid this year. Okay. In my case, I have to do additional appropriations. How you guys do it, I don't know. I've talked with April about it. She's giving me some ideas on how you're gonna fund it. But you would write the check to Mill Grove Township, the fire fund. Then I would write the check for 500 to the firefighter. Everybody would send it to Mill Grove Township. I think it's a good thing for the firefighters. You know,
Precious little.
It's precious little, and you're absolutely correct. But the timing of it is bad. That's government, you know. Can't change what they've done. All you can do is, like you did, amend something. But I just want you to think about how you want to share in this expense. If you want to do it like I proposed, fine. If you've got an easier solution.
Are there other, who are the others that have to participate? I mean,
Fremont,
the
Greenfield.
ones that you named, okay.
Mill Grove, there's 4.
Do they have a preference on how to appropriate it?
Trying to get, and Jackson, I'm sorry. Jackson, not sure. Corey. I talked with Corey, he says, hey, Charlie, I trust you, you tell me what we need to do. Greenfield, they're one of the, Corey and Greenfield, their tax collection is really small. So they're gonna have to scrape and scrounge to come up with it. And a lot of townships in the state of Indiana are gonna go, I can't pay it. Okay? And, how that's dealt with, I don't know. But, the townships are under attack. They have been for a long time. They've been trying to get rid of us for 20 years. Now they're whittling away little by little. If you don't do your homework and you don't do what the state statute says, they're gonna look at you and say, hey, see ya, you're gone. Simple as that. They will do it. It's just a matter of when. I've spent a lot of time downstate. I've spent a ton of time with our legislators. I've got a real good rapport with them. I've got excellent rapport with our county council and our commissioners. So, they see it and they understand it, and they've got their own ideas for fire. But right now, the statute says we have to do this. Firefighter can only get $500. It's not gonna be 2,000, because, you would do 500, I do 500, and the others would do 500. No. It's 500 total. It can be shared, and it's how you want to split it. We can agree on.
And you're talking to him about it? Did you have a preference?
So first of all, Charlie brought this to my attention. I didn't know about it. And so I appreciate that he came and talked to me about it. We've had a couple of just in my office banters about it. He did stop by today. I was pressed for time trying to prepare for the meeting, so we didn't really get to talk extensively about it. I did do some digging into his suggestion later this afternoon, and I have not had a chance to discuss it with him at all. But I actually, and I appreciate all the hard work that you've put into it. Yeah, but I do think the town should go a different direction. I'm not a huge fan of the. First of all, we don't all have to come to a consensus. Not all the units, the contracting units, have to come to a consensus. However, there could be chaos if we don't come to some kind of organization, because there could be a shortfall, and we want to make sure the state's the HB 1048 specifically says they have to be paid $500. So the fire department could essentially come after all of us and sue us if they're not paid what they're supposed to be paid. I actually think that the town should retain its autonomy, and we should either go by population, or we should go by the volume of runs. I feel that both of those are more consistent with the method that Charlie has suggested. And again, I haven't had a chance to talk with him about that. So, and I respect what you've suggested, but with what he is suggesting, those figures could change, and then the town could be on the hook for actually paying more, because at some point, one of the units could decide to lower their contract, which would then put the town on the hook for more, for paying out more.
Everybody would.
Correct. But right now, I'm just looking out for the town. So, because I'm fiscally responsible for their money, the town's money.
See, I'm looking out for the firefighter. That's why I'm here.
Okay, and so are we. I mean, we're not disputing that we won't pay it. It's just, hold on, I'm not done. Hold on a second. But if we go by census is good for 10 years. And I actually did a little bit digging, because you were saying that it was really hard to find the population data. But actually, there are census blocks that are defined by geographical service areas. And the DLGF and the U.S. Census Bureau, actually, you can track down data to specific neighborhood block levels. So we could actually figure out the population for the areas of Millgrove, Jackson, and Greenfield. We could actually figure that out. I think population size, we wouldn't have to go and refigure it every year then if we did that, because population stays the same for 10 years. Or we could actually pay our fair share based upon the call volume for the town of Orland. And that would just be talking to the fire chief and getting that log. And it would be based on the year before's call log. And then we would pay our share according to the call log. And I'm not a fan of writing a check to the township trustee to disperse that, because the statute specifically says that we are the ones responsible for paying the individual
I thought
firefighter.
that has nothing to do with trusting.
Correct, right.
That's just clean,
Yeah.
that's just a clean trail
Yeah.
for money, for audit purposes. So that's one point that we can agree on, that the check is gonna come directly to us, to the fire department, with nothing to do with you or your reputation, but it's
I don't
just
care about
strictly
my reputation.
for audit
I care about
purposes.
firefighters.
Yeah,
And
So the firefighter's gonna receive 4 checks, 5 checks of different quantities.
probably, as long as they all add up to 500 each.
How you gonna know? So in my, okay, and we can do it however, and I knew this was gonna be this way, so don't think I'm caught off guard or upset. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I caveated that I hadn't had a
Yeah,
chance to talk to you about it.
I've had a wonderful relationship with her and being able to have these discussions. We have until the 31st of December
Correct.
to write checks.
Right.
But we have budget year and additional appropriations, they shut them off. So we have a limit on when we can do that.
Right.
I'm writing a check for $500, one way or the other, to the firefighter.
So you're gonna pay them $500 regardless of what everybody else is gonna pay?
Whoever, if they don't want to participate, that's fine. I just want the firefighter paid $500. If you're gonna send them a check for, well, I've calculated $45,
Times 32,
times 32.
right.
But it's individual firefighter.
Right.
If that's what you want to do.
But I don't like that figure, because every year we're gonna have to recalculate it.
You're gonna have to recalculate it every year.
Not if we do it by population. If we do it by we know what our population is, it's 389.
I know my township is.
so it sounds like we better hear him out, and hear you out, and then table it for a month.
Yeah, we
Does that
don't,
give you
first of
enough
all, we
time?
don't have to come to a decision tonight.
No,
We
no,
have
no,
until
no,
December
no.
31st to,
We just need
yeah.
dialogue.
and we've already approached the TIF board for covering this year's cost to the fire department, because they can legally pay that. And then we wouldn't have to worry about additional appropriations. So that's not something that the town would have to worry about.
Okay.
So, for just this year, but then, depending on the process that we choose to figure out our portion of the 500, we can then budget going ahead.
And please don't think that we're trying to undercut the fire department. In fact, we've been doing the opposite. We've been looking at ways
I go every meeting. I go to every one
to
of them.
build the money that we're going to give to them, not to cut it. So don't put that out as even a
I'm
thought,
very much aware of
or the other direction.
what a wonderful job you guys have done in providing fire protection.
Well, and you too. You too. We're partners.
Yeah.
We're on the same track.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We just gotta figure out
But
Yeah.
where everybody needs
we
to
have,
pay.
we have
Yeah.
to have, in the next month or two, a decision made on how we're gonna go forward.
Mhm.
Because we can't let it hang.
Mhm.
Okay, we can't
But
let it hang.
we don't all have to agree on the same way that it's paid. Not every unit has to agree on that.
Total $500.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the town can choose to pay however we want to pay. We don't have to have, there's it's not a
You
five,
know, if you wanna, you wanna write your second check, that's fine, you do it, you know?
I think that for audit purposes and for the State Board of Accounts, we'll then have a clear, instead of just writing one check to you, we'll have, I can compare the roster to each individual firefighter, and I will have an example of a check written to each one, instead of just writing a whole check to you and having you have disbursement of that. And my only other concern too was that if the county forces you to merge,
I'm not gonna be merged.
okay, I didn't, I thought that there had been talk about,
Hey, I did my job, okay?
Okay.
Others that haven't, that's their.
but it's a possibility that could happen, because you just said that,
Okay, first of all, the county cannot make me
okay,
I'm sorry. State legislators can.
okay,
There is a separation. I don't care what's being
Right,
talked about
right.
over there in the county,
right,
because I've been involved.
right. And
I've corrected them.
And while you have been an amazing trustee for Millgrove Township and have done a great job, you aren't gonna be there forever. And so we may not have someone that is as diligent in keeping track of things. And so I prefer that,
You do it however
yeah,
you want to do it. I'm
yeah.
just bringing it forward
sure, same,
however you want to do it.
yeah. I'm just letting the council know other options that they have to.
I have to be aware of what share of that 500 is.
You and the other entities as well, yeah,
Everybody has to know.
yeah, not just you, yeah.
So, the easiest way is everybody to do the same thing.
Sure,
That's all I'm asking.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said,
Any other
my,
questions about it?
yeah, my two, I'm sorry, go ahead. I just said my two, the two that I'm favoring would be call volume, or, population would be the two that I think that the town would have the best, option finding out our share.
Until you get all the calls,
Well, that's okay,
then it'll change big time.
Sure.
That's the downsides to the call volume thing.
Mhm. But it's also fair,
Okay.
but it's also fair.
There's nothing fair in life, you know that.
So we'll,
Don't, if you stop and think about this, I'm looking at the biggest share of this. Okay, my constituents are gonna pay the biggest share of this. Bottom line.
Right, but we shouldn't put our budget, we shouldn't hold our budget accountable to based upon other people's contracts with the fire department. So we would have to, we would be relying on the contracts of everyone else to base our budget.
We do that already, but that's okay. We already do
How?
that. State,
you guys,
county.
we'll review.
Yeah,
We're
no.
gonna review this.
I know, I'm
We're
not
gonna
trying to
review
argue.
House Bill 1048 for a month. And we're gonna come back next month and take everything that you said into consideration
Yeah.
and everything that the House Bill says. And we're just gonna make
There's
logical
so much
decisions.
gray in that housing bill.
Well, we'll just have to pick out what black and white we can find and do the best that we can. And run by our decision by our attorney and say, does that look clean to you? And he'll say yes or no, and then we'll work with you to coordinate and we'll work together.
That's all.
That sound good?
Yes, sir.
Is there any criteria on the roster? Do they just give you roster's name for so many and that's how you pay? Is there any
Actually,
criteria
I'm glad you asked that question.
or whether they quit or if they, you know, it's like, okay, here's $500. Oh, I quit the fire department now. It's like, so where does that $500 go?
Okay, let me start out with, there's a form called an F7. And the fire chief provides that to the state fire marshal. That's all the names of the individuals that are on the roster. If a person shows up once, 0, or if they choose to quit, you still pay that money. Because that's the way the statute is written. It can be amended, just like any other bill, statute out there. Yes, as long as that roster goes to the state fire marshal. That's your check and balance, because ghost employees were real popular back in the 70s. That could happen here, but they can also get one, and a whole bunch of trouble if they do it. So all we're gonna do is follow the statute, provide funding, and let the big boys fight that part of it out. Anything else? Well,
you.
I got to stand up here and talk.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing it to our attention and all the studying that you've done.
It's like everything, we've got a lot to do.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so.
No, did I? There is one over there that is new business that is not on here, so it's the must agreement. I don't know if you want, since we're in new business still, if we want to continue in new business. Yeah. I didn't email this to you guys ahead of time. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a new item of business on the agenda in time before I printed those out to you guys. But Robin and I attended the MUST meeting end of June, and we were there with Angola, the city of Angola, the town of Ashley, Clear Lake, Fremont, Hamilton, and Hudson. And the city of Angola actually held the meeting. They invited us to this meeting, and there was discussion. So we had multiple discussions about SB1, and the county was also there. Dan Caruso from the county was also present, and so was AIM. And Campbell Reese was there and provided a presentation. During that conversation, everyone in the room agreed that they would like to enter a type of interlocal agreement to have Baker Tilly represent and give us the best strategic advice on how to go about the ways to go about asking the county for our lit, which is going to be required of us. So while there is no hard deadline for this agreement, I did want to bring it to the council's attention, and I believe I have emailed it to you prior. They based everyone's cost for her Baker Tilly representing us based on population, and the town of Orland's cost would be $220.65. Obviously, we could have the town attorney review that agreement, make sure everything is okay with that. And so I'm just presenting that to you to let you know that an agreement has been offered. We should probably move on it sooner than later, though.
And they did, all the other entities did agree that they want to go.
I haven't heard who all has signed. So obviously, if the other ones don't join in, then our costs would probably go up. So we would probably need to know that before moving forward and get a hard number on who is all going to participate. So anyway, I just said I would present it to you guys today.
Yeah,
So
that's good. I would like to do it, but I guess we'll just have to wait to see how the true cost shakes out, who accepts it, who doesn't. But I guess if they need to know that we're interested in participating.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because nobody really knows what's going on.
Right. We did learn a lot. I hope it all comes true. It sounded not too bad. Did you have a question?
Was there any townships involved? Lit is half of my budget.
I don't think so.
I think so.
See, and that's a good example of communication failure. Because if they're gonna do that there, why aren't we included?
Are you required to request
Absolutely.
yours too? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. I just knew we were invited. So,
Just a point there.
yeah. So, yeah, if they need to know, let them know we're interested. And
Okay.
we'll wait and see if it's gonna be affordable.
Okay,
Can I keep
you can have that. Mhm.
Okay. All right, so then. Who wants to go first? You
He's closest.
All right. I have prepared the report there. The marshal's office has been spending quite a bit of time, and we are now prepared for the upcoming Vermont Settlement Days. We had a meeting with Chris Wheaton and the fire department prior to tonight, and we have a plan for the parade. We have also prepared for the festivities in the park. And I believe that it should go off pretty well. You know, we did have some waiting period for the thing to come together, but we are prepared on our end to provide proper traffic control. And Fremont police have been generous in offering to help us with the traffic control for the event. And they're actually going to provide a canine demonstration on the Saturday of Vermont Settlement Days as well. In fact, Jackson Spires, sitting here as deputy marshal tonight for Orland, will be the canine from Fremont that day. And so he's going to be full of double duty for the town that day. We've also been preparing for the Orland Block Party, and as Amelia mentioned earlier, we have arranged that it would be hire Jackson for private security just for the concert on Friday evening. I'll be working control that evening for the town of Orland. Also to supplement that because of the additional traffic in town that will provide us, obviously. And so we're well prepared for the block party as well. We will be sending out for the townspeople, just notice for them as part of this meeting. We will be sending out notices for the nuisance, which is overgrown grass, in particular, over 8 inches. These will go out by mail here shortly. And so for anyone who's watching the town meeting, just give public notice that those will be going out. And then also I would like for Jackson Spires, who has spent a lot of quality time preparing a upgrade for our firearms. So I'm gonna have Jackson come up and give you a little presentation.
So your packet, there's like a first page of bullet points that just summarize everything. And then there's 3 stapled packets behind it. That's the actual quotes from Kiesler's. So we're looking to upgrade our current Glock 17 with the new Glock Model 45. The 45 is red dot capable, which our current firearms don't have the capability to do red dots, which just helps accuracy in high stress situations. All of us run them at our full-time departments too, so being able to have the same firearms platform at both agencies just makes it better in high stress situations. So the option 1, it's the same gun for option 1, option 2. Option 1 just has the red dots and aim-point macro COA. It's already mounted to the gun from Kiesler's direct package that he sent to us. It's actually $120 cheaper than the second option, which is a Hollis 519T. The only downside with that one is they don't sell the complete package. So we'd have to buy the gun and the optic and the iron sights to go with it separate, and then find a certified Glock armor to install all that for us. And the total for that one would have been $929 a gun. And then below that we have the replacement for our backup gun. We currently have Glock 26. I'm looking to go with the Glock 43X. It's slimmer. a little bit smaller handgun, easier to conceal. The price for those guns is $356. Keesler is also giving us a credit on trade. If we trade in our current duty pistols, the Glock 17s, the total credit for them would be $1,590. And then for the backups, it would be $1,650. Then I have holsters included in this price as well. For 6 holsters, it'd be $938.25. Then at the very bottom, option 1 with the backup guns, it gives you the total for holsters and everything. It'd be $5,326.65 for option 1. Then option 2 is $6,098.87. My preference would be option 1 just because it's a complete package and we wouldn't have to deal with finding a third party to get all the stuff installed. That would be my preference. But all the numbers are there, and like I said, Keesler's quotes on the back with the breakdown of everything are in the back.
Okay.
Questions, comments, concerns? That was a lot of information.
Why do you want 6 holsters when there's only 5 of you?
Because we have six, well, I guess it's 6, we just have 6 firearms as it is right now. 1 being in case if any of us would get in an incident where our firearm would have to be pulled for evidence, we can have a
Okay.
replacement firearm there that they can be reused.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
had 6 guns, so I just quoted 6 holsters.
Okay. And I've already been given those pricing, and we have the funding to do
Enough to do it?
to do whatever option they want.
Okay. Well, you're the gun expert. Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. I've talked to him and to actually both of Brad and Jackson about updating and make sure everything's in line and stuff. And it's just what they use with the county and Fremont, so it's just a muscle memory thing for them, and it'll be better off for them.
Oh, yeah, I've shot with that. I know why you did it.
They're very helpful tool.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've shot a lot with that. So, got anything to add? Is there
I would
anything-
just like to thank Jackson for all the work he put into gathering this information and getting the quote around even for you.
Very
Saved me
good.
a lot of time, and
Yeah.
you did a good job. I just reviewed it. I do like option 1, and option 2 is, the hollow sun there, it may be a little better optic. However, for the price, I believe that you're gonna get just as good a deal with option 1 with that viewpoint. And some of these guys are already using an 8-point optic.
The main difference between the 2 optics really is, so the aim point is just a red dot versus the hollow sun. It would give the guys, you can like change what your optic looks like. So if it's like a circle and a dot or just a dot, you can change that with the hollow sun. With the aim point, it says just a dot. But I mean, it's still a top of the line optic right now. It's actually Glock's recommended package. That's what they're selling as a complete package.
Okay.
And with option 2, that higher price does not include the installation.
Yeah.
Changing out
Okay.
to get that kit ready.
Okay. But you feel that you would be equally safe with option 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just ask that if you decide to go ahead and make a motion for any of the options, that you also include in your motion, if you approve for them to trade in their weapons for the credit as well.
Thank you. That was my other question is, do you wish that you could keep your other?
The trading credit would be the way I would go. We don't need the, if we're getting the new ones, we don't need the,
Okay,
I just trading.
okay.
That would be preferred. I would prefer that we do both the duty weapon and the backup, not just one or the other. The Model 26, it's very hard to find holsters for those guns.
Russell phasing out that gun, so that's part of the reason we're finding, not be able to find holsters with them because they're not making.
Okay.
Especially for an off-duty holster, it's extremely hard to find.
Okay. you have enough ammunition?
Yeah, we're still good on ammunition. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have plenty of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's not an issue. Yeah, I guess I should specify this too, the upgrade, it's the same ammunition, so they're all 9mm, so we wouldn't have to purchase anything, what we have, we can use with that.
Great. I don't know, yeah, so. I move to allow you to go forward with your option one that you've chosen, the black Gen Z Model 45 and so on down the description that you read, as presented. And did you say to add anything else to that? or-
You may want to approve also the backup purchase gun for the backups, and then also put in the motion that you approve for them to do the trade-in for all of their current weapons.
All right, and that this also includes your backup guns, that those would be included, and also your holsters. So,
And to
For trade.
the trade-in.
oh, trade-in, sorry, and trade-in, of course.
Holsters and trade-in.
Any further discussion on that? No? Okay. So do I have a second?
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all your work.
That's all.
Any other questions for me?
Do you need anything?
I do not.
Okay. Just to tell you both how much we appreciate you.
Yes, thank you guys.
Very grateful for you.
Thank you.
Oh, the Charger,
Oh. The deal, what's that, Bill's?
the deal. They have new rear brakes and new tires put on it.
Oh. Good. I know you don't know, but do you know how close we are to having the funds for their new car?
Chris
Ballpark.
just asked that today.
See?
So we're in a 3-year plan, and we started that in 2024. So we're not quite ready yet, and we only budgeted 60,000. And Chris said that we're probably gonna have to bump that up. So when I'm finalizing, or when we're having our discussion for budget for 2027, I will probably bump that up to closer to 80.
Okay.
And then we'll have to discuss how that's gonna happen.
Wanted you to have something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Could I make a comment on that?
Yeah.
So if we're seriously considering a vehicle for 2027, that's a good figure.
60 or 80?
The 70,000 figure, because you're gonna have about 48 to 52,000 if you go with the Explorer again,
Mhm.
which I think is a very good vehicle, the Interceptor. And then the build out is going to be probably 15,000 to do it like we've done this other one that we have. Maybe a little more than that, but it shouldn't be too much more than that.
Even for the outside of it.
That's why if we go up to at least 80,000, there
Yeah,
should be by
cover
the
all of
time to
that.
purchase it and build it out like, pretty much like this, the one we have now.
Decals. and-
But I would say the car itself, 48 to 52 should cover that
Okay,
for the budget.
so,
Then we can get you an estimate for the,
so should we buy the car early if we have that money to prevent all this inflation and let you dress it out later as we get that money?
I mean, if that's an option, that's great.
Do we know
Obviously,
about
the
how much
Charger
we
is
got?
not gonna be
No, I don't know.
reliable, hasn't been and isn't gonna be a reliable vehicle for a second. So, the sooner the better, but obviously we're patient with whatever the town needs.
Well, I was just thinking the price is only gonna go up every year. And if we could lock one in today's prices,
All right.
just seems the wise thing. I would keep your eye out for one, and we'll take account of our finances, and maybe we don't have enough, I don't know.
Well, it'll just be a matter of making a call to the fleet vehicle dealer and get a price. An actual, here's what we want to do today.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't look at every single fund that we are saving in to
Okay.
tell Chris where we're at this year.
Exactly,
Yeah. So I'll have to, you have to give me a little time to research.
Oh,
that,
sure,
so.
yeah, whatever you need.
Yeah.
I just wanted that.
Yeah.
I wanted to
I was
break
just
through the
gonna let
glass
you know
ceiling
that
and
was the
thought.
price For the 27th
Mm-hmm,
so far.
Okay,
okay.
good to know. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
I call her. Scares me when she looks at me that way. I get nervous.
So, my report, looks like this, you have one in your packet?
You do,
Okay.
somewhere. I calculated at the time.
All right, first item, GMC dump truck. Had an issue with it. The micro switch in the steering column was malfunctioning, which would not allow it to be recognized that it was in park. It went to the dealer for repair. It is functioning properly now, but while they were at the dealer, there was an engine light on and they diagnosed it as a faulty shift shaft in the transmission. Our local dealer does not have heavy enough equipment to work on it, and it will need taken to either Lansing, Shaheen Chevrolet, or Kelly Chevrolet in Fort Wayne. I've been in contact with Kelly and had an appointment set up for today, but then canceled it because vacation looming on the horizon for me. So that will be addressed when I get back. We'll get it down there, get it in. It's gonna be warranty work taken care of. Clear Lake Electric was here also again, and hopefully for the last time. He found wires arcing in the pole in front of the Methodist Church. Rewired it, and they are still working properly. All
Later on this morning.
So hopefully that monkey is off our back.
Yay.
Yeah.
Great. He's gonna be an expert when he gets done, at least in Orland.
Yeah. And last point I want to talk about, DNS Service was here and they completed the
Garage?
replacement of the steel on the wall of the office PD garage on the west wall. Looks really nice.
It does, it looks really good.
So that's all done.
Oh, good.
So, a couple items I don't have on there. The first one there is damaged sidewalk, and I believe the house number is 9330 or something similar on Parker Street. There is 4 squares that need to be replaced. It looks like that was laid on top of the water service line and then it caved in, but the water service line is on the other side of the house, so I'm not sure why it is, but it is buckled very badly. There's probably at least 8 inches to a foot V drop in it. And it's very obvious if you want to drive by and look at it. It's Les Brewster's house.
Or if there's one tree there out of the lifeline.
Oh, that's a good thing, because there's a large pole out in the tree lawn area that I saw.
We have $5,000 budgeted for sidewalk repair.
So 4 squares, gonna have to be contracted out to somebody who's a cement type person, which is not me, because the last cement work I did in my house, I'm still not pleased with.
Okay.
And then the last item I want to talk about, the zero turn is eating me up pretty good.
Oh.
There is a printout you have
Oh,
for
I saw
a
that. Yep,
got it?
got it.
For an aftermarket air ride seat.
Okay.
It is for the Hustler brand lawnmower.
I called our dealer where it came from, and they do not have one, nor do they sell one. So they pretty much wash their hands of anything like this. It is quite spendy, it's $1,342, but it is quite imperative that,
You don't have to beg for that.
I'm not begging, I'm just
You
making my
need that.
point.
You needed that from the beginning.
So, unfortunately, my body only seems to be going downhill and not uphill. So I'm asking for the council's approval to go ahead. I will do some more research, but I think this is the only one that came up with Google Chat or Google
We need to do
AI.
your research, but you need to get that ordered.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if we could act on it tonight, I could get it ordered tomorrow and it would be here by the time I got back from vacation.
Good idea.
Or if Chris wanted to install it while I was gone, so he could use it, that would be good too.
Look for volunteers to use it.
Council you can always, you have our policy, you can always waive, the requirement for 3, quotes, and, it is in the budget to pay for the seat.
There was plenty of seats came up, but this was the only one that had a dedicated air ride system. I'm not saying that I exhausted the search, it was very quick and to get it in here for tonight. I can do more research before I leave and let you know. I think they're all gonna be for the same, pretty much about the same amount of money.
So if you wanna do this, Chris, you wanna just give him a not to exceed $1,500, let him
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not to exceed $1,500 and has to be ordered before you go on vacation.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Any other questions?
Can we get a new flag for, maybe you already
There's
did
a
it.
couple.
A
It's
new
already
flag.
done.
Okay,
It's
Oh,
done.
you did get that one. already.
okay.
Yes, that one done, and then the one over by library, and then a new 5x8 flag got hoisted today.
Oh,
Thank
good.
You're very welcome.
Can we get a new flag pole, like, where the football field, the one that's
Yeah,
just like this?
Yeah, already done. I don't have it up yet, but I have.
Oh. Wow, Bill, great, okay.
Oh.
So when are you gonna put it up?
Don't look at me, April, I just come in, bearer of the news.
I can do my best to see if I can get it put up before, I leave Friday morning.
You don't have to,
It's,
you don't have to do that,
Just have
it's
to
too
take a
hot, it is too hot this weekend,
yeah, there's no heat advisory, so.
yeah.
Yeah,
no.
okay. Well, it'll be first on the list when I get back.
Is there anything else at the park that needs to be done?
You and I will be putting up reservation flyers for pavilions for Sunday. We'll have to do that. I've got a key for all the
Yeah.
padlocks too.
Yeah.
And so does Chris.
There's our bases.
I'm sorry,
What about the bases?
what about it? I don't, you're news to me,
Well,
Charlie.
the reason April was looking at me like she did, Orland Tigers came to me, wanted some funding to put like pole up and put new bases, and then April informed me that, we got that ordered. So we can somebody needs to have a conversation with them about where they want to spend the money out there. There's $2,000 sitting there.
I know nothing about.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
I mean, the basics, like I say, it's, if they need replaced, I don't know. And if that's something that you guys want me to take on, I will.
Yeah, I just want to remind the council that while it's extremely appreciated that the Orland Tigers Youth League would love to be able to repair things or replace things at the town park, that it's imperative, and this has been stressed more than once, that they come and communicate with the town council prior to, just because they don't know our day-to-day operations, and the fact that Phil already had a flagpole ordered. We don't want to burn bridges with vendors. If we've already ordered something, then it's just more of a headache for them to have to return things, or, we don't offer reimbursements, things like that. So it's really important that they discuss those things prior to going and seeking funding from like the township trustee and stuff for things that they haven't even discussed with the town that they can change or update.
So do you want me to have talk with them?
Somebody needs to.
They need to have a conversation,
I-
because I mean, they come to me and request it, and I'm a child advocate.
They have
need
been
it for their
told
kids.
before that they need to come before the town
Obviously-
numerous
Obviously,
times.
they didn't get the phone. I don't have a problem with providing funding for children. I don't. I'm the first one in line most of the time.
So they asked me about the bases, so let's talk about the bases, because they want to fix up the
Okay,
bases.
is the town planning on
I don't really know a lot
providing
more than that. So what are we
Not-
doing
I
something
knew
about
nothing
it?
about it.
No?
I-
Okay. They just showed the water had eroded around the bases, and so they're mushy, and they were wanting to put some, I don't know, you'd have to have some gravel down or something to harden that up so that,
Actually, they should be coming to you, to the town council, to a public meeting and stressing.
well, they came to me
Yeah.
to bring this information to you, and that's perfectly okay. So I am sharing that with you. I didn't know they went to you for funding, and that's okay too. We gotta talk to each
We don't
other.
have issues with that, we just need
Okay.
coordinated communication. And, you know, if the
So,
money can be used somewhere else down there, that's fine, but it's dedicated for
yeah. So,
bases and,
okay,
you know, from my end of it, that's how it was.
So, Chris,
Bases and flagpoles.
do we want?
How can you give
what
money
organization
to
do
a
we need? Like, if
501c3
they wanna get their bases
to
shored
give
up,
to
do
a
you
municipality?
and I need to talk about that, or I'm not sure what we're
We'll
upset
have to
about.
go down and look at it. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, obviously, everybody, I mean, we know that the lower part, when you get like almost 5 inches of rain in a couple days,
Yeah.
it holds water.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about that.
Well, is there, can you, would it maybe tile, put some drainage tile?
I don't know how well that would work in the clay.
You could, it ain't gonna do no good because of, you got a pond, retention ponds around there, and then you got the river. There's no place
It's
to,
just mushy.
there's no place to tile it to.
I know it's,
or drain.
I know it's always been an issue down
It's
there.
just mushy.
I'm just thinking
So-
outside of the box, trying to.
But it does need some help. I mean, I looked right at
Yeah,
it, and it needs.
I haven't paid attention to the bases, I knew nothing about them, so.
Previous president brought in 2 loads of, and I'm assuming it's baseball clay last year, and that's what's piled in between that storage building concession stand,
Yes.
which just kind of keeps going out with each
Yeah,
rainfall. I've pushed everything up at least once and
okay.
made a bigger pile. That's what that pile of dirt is, clay for the baseline area.
Okay.
So that's there. I don't know where funding came from, but Eric had that delivered when he was still in charge.
Okay.
All right,
Well, you know more about bases than I do.
yeah, I can go down and look at them, we'll figure something out.
See what you think about it.
Let me know when you're at there. We can move progress together. Anything else for me?
Good job. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything.
Yeah, but just recent happenings, like Chris said, you know, we had 7 inches of rain in 2 days, that lower part of the park, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You can tile and do anything.
There's
you
no
want.
place for the water to go.
I
It's
know.
already,
Yeah, I know.
It's
it's all
just the lay of the land.
black dirt and clay, and it's not gonna go nowhere.
I'm gonna take my leave, so.
Okay,
Good.
Thank
see you later.
I'm just a tender.
It's, water department,
Wellhead protection.
is that the report?
I have to, there's things I have to discuss with you guys.
Okay.
Okay, like, par for the course, things always transpire right before the meetings are supposed to happen. I was contacted by Amanda, and I can't think of her last name. She is with Alliance Water, Rural Water, and she, is helping Justin with our, updating our 5-year wellhead protection plan. So this evening, I need for the town council to sign in this sign-in sheet. This is required. You are the planning group for this. You're the local planning team. You're going to be reviewing these items. signing the application. And so here's the sign-in sheet. We can do that at the end. I was provided the Indiana Wellhead Protection Phase 2 5-year update survey, which Amanda kept calling it the application, which was tripping me up a little bit. But she went over every single page with me and the coordinating documents that are going to be scanned back into her tomorrow. I have where the town council president needs to sign and date. They have, with the help of Justin Stouter, they've updated our emergency contact information. I've gone over all of this. The only caveat was that they had the Orland Fire Department phone number listed as the town hall phone number. That is incorrect, but they're going to leave it because there technically is no dedicated number for the Orland Fire Department. We do not have pumping totals yet. Amanda reassured me that we did not need those in order to approve the updated plan, but Justin said he would be providing those by the end of the day today. There is a map here that, and I will, I'm sorry, I should be letting you review these as I'm going on. There is a map that has a radius circumference that shows all of the potential areas that that could contaminate the wellheads, our wells. So that those are all listed. And this is the area, the wellhead protection area. This has also been provided to the fire department. I'll give you that. Here is the potential source of contamination inventory of all the different areas that are listed in the circle. Here is a copy of an email to the fire chief regarding the wellhead protection plan. This is just another map of the area that contributes directly to the drinking water supply, which is in the circle here. I was told that we have to put this flyer in public places, so it is in the lobby of the town hall. It's also up at the post office. And then we had to send letters to Orland Fuel and Repair, Forest River, and A&B Flooring, which they have listed as the epoxy floor store. These are the only three that I was told we had to send letters to. The letter was prepared on our behalf by Alliance Rural Water. I've already sent the letters out, but these are copies of all the letters that have been sent out to those entities. So after you review and you're in agreement with the plan, we will go ahead and submit everything. And by the way, we are on an extension for this. It was due previously, but they were able to get an extension for the wellhead protection plan.
Is Chemco still, is that what it's called? Where they
I asked her about that, and they were not one that we were to send a letter to. I don't know why. I'm not sure.
Can we anyway? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
This was all sprung on me on Friday that I had to do all this.
I see. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
Slam.
Yep.
I did the first one we ever had to do. I know what these are. I don't majority of the work, and I know it is a lot of work. So
I didn't have to do a lot of this work. I just wasn't aware that I was going to be making a presentation to the town council about all of this.
Yeah. Well, it's not foreign to me. So yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Never know. Just never know.
Just so you know, a water utility clerk only gets paid $11,000 a year.
Get a bonus for this part. I didn't get paid anything for that.
All right. I'll put it back in order. Yeah. And then we'll have to make sure you guys all sign before.
Yeah, I want to look at it a little more before we leave. I just don't.
Sure. Yep. Okay. And then the only other thing that I had under the Parks Department, we had John Coney, him and his family rent the entire park every year in July, and which is a nice chunk of change for the park because it's $200 to reserve the entire park. He and his family would like to continue to do that every year, and they asked about being able to partner with the town in purchasing tarps for pavilions 2 and 3. They measured the west and south walls of pavilions 2 and 3 on each pavilion, and have been able to go and, oh, Charlie left, but he was there when this gentleman came in and had a long discussion about types of tarps and made out of canvas and all these things, but they're high quality tarps. They're $355 each. They're requesting if the town buy one, that they would also buy one, but they would also donate it to the town. They're looking to be able to utilize those when they rent the park so that they can keep inclement weather tented in. Correct. They would like to be able to have, because there is no place in our park to get out of inclement weather, rain, wind, things of that nature. They were just saying, well, they were just saying that they said if they have no way of protecting their family members from their event, for their event from the inclement weather, then they don't get a lot of turnout. So they said, the town would just put these up when they said we could use them for any other reason if we would need them. But they would like to be able to utilize them during their event every year, and then we would just store them. Phil left, but he said he was concerned about, they do have grommets on them, but Phil was concerned about the hooks being left in all the time and possibly sticking out and maybe somebody hurting themselves on them or however.
We'd have to see how they mount it.
Yeah, well, they have grommets.
Yeah, but just at the top or down the sides or?
He did not specify that.
When's their get together?
It is, well, he realizes that they will not be available for their get together. It's
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. But they are interested in being able to do this for future. They've already reserved the park for next year,
Okay.
for the entire park for this.
So we have a month to look it up, or would you prefer?
I mean, does he have like a design or?
They already have measured everything. They've already talked to it. I forget the name of the company. They've already talked to the company. It would be a special order because of the dimensions. This is the company that they would like to go through. It's quality. It's local. It's made out of canvas. It's not like the blue plasticky tarp. Yeah, like a roll up type canvas tarping. He said he was going to call me tomorrow to see what the consensus was from you folks.
Yeah, if we could get like a printout of like how
He-
to hang them.
He said that they would basically enclose the west and south wall on each pavilions 2 and 3. So essentially you would almost be able to enclose both pavilions 2 and 3.
Okay.
He said that hanging them would be left up to us,
Yeah.
how to figure that
Yeah,
out.
well, that's the thing, like, how many grommets would they, because, I mean, they're gonna have to be custom made, so we would have to figure out a way to hang them.
I assume if they've, I assume if they've got, I have his phone number. We can always call him and ask him a question. But I would,
Maybe they can make them like retractable even.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's,
thinking,
yeah,
if there was a way to.
Just mount it on there.
yeah, see, I didn't know if like it would be rolled up and then fastened to like the top, when not in use.
I'd more put it over a pulley that you could pull it up rather than pull it.
I don't know. I didn't, he
Is that heavy?
said that, you would just take them off and store them when they're not in use. It's
so
what,
they'd just be hung up by hooks of some sort.
that was my understanding. So if you want more information from them, what would you like to know?
How supposed to hang them? if the canvas place has any idea on how to hang them.
Do you want to know if they have the the retractable kind, a retractable kind?
Yeah, if there's such a thing. I mean, but if they're heavy, that's gonna be kind of hard, but like I said, I would more imagine it being on the ground and you got two pulleys or more. And
Like,
pull 'em
like a
up.
mini blind almost, like a
Yeah,
blind,
sort of.
window blind.
If you pull them up, but it just depends on how they're designed. And you know what? Can we just leave Chris to make that decision? Because
Yeah.
it's under $500.
Yeah.
And if you think it's a good idea,
Yeah.
go for it.
And we'll
So I
figure
can just
something out.
put him and John in contact with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank him. Thank him for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really nice fella. That is information for you. I don't know how you want, I don't know how you want to, I don't know how you want to handle that. I just got that today.
Also, to deal with park, I would like to thank North Poultry for donating 12 trash cans for the park,
Oh,
so they're plastic barrels,
Nice.
so
Okay. Wonderful.
they even cut the tops off for us, so we ain't even gotta do that.
12 trash cans, you said?
Yes. And we're already having my hold them today.
Thank you. He lives in the duplex, right next to where she's living. Mhm.
All right. So. Is that all for that?
Mhm.
Okay. And the Vermont settlement updates, anything like that?
No. We've done our the only thing I would have to add is that we've done our due diligence. Chris has been in contact with Washler and has told them where to place the container for trash.
Okay. So. We're done with everything else and go forward with
Clerk's report.
approval of June 8th, 2026 meeting minutes. Bring up, do you read me anything? I don't have anything to tell him.
I think he's moving on. I don't think he's anticipating that we're going to do anything. He stopped in the office and
I just don't know what we could possibly do outside of, we don't have right now.
I make motion to accept the meeting minutes from June 8th, 2026.
I second that motion. Is there any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? None to be opposed. Motion passes. Then approval of claims. Did he say anything about the used playground equipment, what it's gonna take, or if he thinks it'll be next year, or did he say? I forgot to ask him about that.
I make a motion to approve claims from 6/9/2026 to 7/13/2026.
I second that. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, motion passes.
Please just include in your motion for payroll to also include the timesheets as well.
Okay.
I make a motion to accept the timesheets and payroll for pays 13 and 14 of 2026.
Second that motion. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed, motion passes.
If you want to go ahead and,
Do the other.
yeah, if you want to go ahead and make a, no, if you want to go ahead and make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation.
Oh,
I will go ahead and show you really quick. Here is our bank balance according to Farmer State Bank. Here we have reconciled to the penny.
match.
Mhm. And there is no difference. So, and then this is just all the reports that go with all of that. So if you want to make a motion to approve the June 2026 bank reconciliation.
Okay, upon inspection of the June 2026 bank statement and reconciliation, I move that we accept this as presented.
I second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes, none opposed.
You already did it last.
Yeah, we did that.
This is just my reminder that our scheduled meeting for August 10th is actually going to be August 17th.
Wait a minute. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Start signing everything.
Yeah.
This is meeting minutes. This is claims. These are for payroll and for automatic deposits for revenue. Oh, get the word out.
Just sign this anywhere.
Yeah, just anywhere and just put the date that's highlighted on there as the date that you sign. And if you want to go ahead and sign the application for the fireworks, right there and sign a date. then we have the amended and restated ordinance 2026-04. And then right behind that is the waiver for the second reading. Thank you. And then here is the log for pays actually 12 and 13, but you already approved, but no, I didn't get a signature for, so this one would be signature for 12, pay 12, and this would be for pay 13. And then I think we got signatures, yes we did, but we don't have signatures for pay 13 timesheets. You want to do pay 13 timesheets, please? And then, need any other? Nope. Thank you. And then we have a, whoops, right here. There's a long. This is for pay 14 that you approved tonight. And then these are timesheets for pay 14 that you signed on the back of each of them.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank
you
you,
too,
Kevin.
thank you.
You hear the bearing going back?
I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. Great. You just go down there.
Thank you, Jack.
Jackson.
For the most part. We'll do that, big check for you.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
okay.
Good, see you guys later.
See ya. Thanks for everything.
No problem, thank you guys.
Okay. Can you come back when you're done? Or, okay. Tried.
Okay. And then you have to sign in and just read the top.
Both of us got signed in,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Right.
Affiliation department, what would you like?
Town council. And then you're the only one that's gonna sign here, and then you're gonna put council
and then put today's date in there.
Sign it here, or here. Right at the top right there. Oh, yes. Like I usually do.
You mean doing things twice isn't your favorite thing? Because it's mine. It's my favorite. I love doing things twice.
So you need to get it right.
Yeah.
You do it twice.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Hi.
So I think that is everything for that. So we didn't have to pay for them to do that?
Nope.
Alliance just does it?
Alliance does it for
That is
free.
Huge benefit.
Yes, it is a, it is very
They were
good
charging
to belong to
thousands
them.
when I
Uh-huh.
first started. I don't think Alliance was. But
Yeah,
Is that
no,
it?
yes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
being no further business, I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned. The motion passes. None opposed.